Hi again, here we are to continue working on our JavaScript quiz, and in the last video we wrote this rather complex function that generates an array of random numbers, and we can call it, we can say randomRange, and it'll give us an array of randomly ordered numbers where all the numbers count from 0 to this number minus 1, right? So how are we going to use that? Well, let's scroll up to the answer string here in our questions, right? Our for each here, we're looping through all the questions. And if we set the order property for each question, we can set what order it appears in the list on the screen. So before we can set the order, let's get an array of random numbers, right? So I'm going to say, let's call this answer order, okay? And then I'll set this equal to, we want to make it an array, but we're going to generate our array with our randomRange function. Actually, VS Code is really nice. It tells me randomRange takes X and it returns an array of numbers, right? So I want to call this, and then now I need to know how many numbers I need, right? I already know that we have 3 in each list, but what if the number of answers was different for some of the questions, right? So we can get that by looking at the array of answers and getting its length. So question.a is the array of answers. So I'll put that here and I'll say .length afterwards, right? So I'll say answer order, randomRange is question a.length. And now we're good to go. So we'll say answer order, and over here inside order, we'll use the $ and the curly braces, and we'll say answer order bracket, and we'll get the number at the index here, right? So the idea is that, let's actually kind of arrange this so I can see them both, is that like if I had a list of random numbers that look like this, this would be answer order. It might look like this. So maybe it was only 3 of these, right? Then index is which question we're on. So it's 0, 1, 2, right? And so that would be which number we want here. And then the actual value that we're setting in order, for the first one would be 6. For the second answer, it would be 7. For the third answer, it would be 1. For the fourth answer, it would be 0, right? And then that would determine which order that these list items display on the screen, right? So let's refresh here and see what happens. So you can see here that let's say the first one says a pastry, a wide belt, the feeling of, and if I refresh, you can see now it's the feeling of, a pastry, and a wide belt. And every time I refresh the screen, the answers are in a different order, right? So anyway, so that's working pretty good. Yeah, so what else do we need to do? So now we just need to maybe handle when you submit the button to determine whether you selected the correct answer, didn't select any answer, or selected the incorrect answer, okay? Maybe we'll handle that in the next video.